Welcome to today's episode of 1 Year, 1 Door. We're going to be breaking down how I go from an absolute real estate noob to being a not so much of a noob. I'm not going to say a pro, but we're going to get there. We're going to take baby steps together. Everything starts with one step. 4 years ago, decided to switch into programming when I went into college. Took one step. Now I'm teaching programming. I taught at a university. It all starts with one step. So my goal was to make this easy for all of us and create an attainable goal, and that's giving us a whole year to create an education, a background where we can all learn together instead of seeing Grant Cardone over here and me, Kevin, that have like 30,000 like properties. It seems like millions of properties, like and doors and all that stuff. It gets kind of scary. So with that being said, I think it's important to see someone that started off completely new, getting into real estate in a time where there's a lot of uncertainty. So being able to see someone that's going to take you from absolutely knowing little to nothing about the real estate market to hopefully a person that's pretty proficient with it and knows what they're doing in a year, hopefully it'll give you the mental stability and knowledge knowing that you can go and do this yourself. It's not just me, I'm not some magical superhero, but we're gonna be successful. Every day I'm gonna be posting a video going over things that I've learned throughout the day, different chapters from books. Maybe it's handyman work, maybe it's talking with a realtor, getting contractors, the whole 9 yards. We're gonna go over everything and we're gonna learn all this stuff together. All these things are really beneficial. Getting multiple different streams of knowledge, just like multiple streams of income in life, is really important. Having multiple streams of knowledge and different various advice so you can make your own educated decision at the end of the day. My goal isn't to tell you what to do. My goal is to give you information of how I did it and how I made the decision for what I'm doing in my real estate portfolio, so then you can go and make that educated decision yourself. So today I'm just gonna be going over what I want out of real estate, kind of why I got into it. And then tomorrow we're gonna be going into this book. So the next week is gonna be focused on this book on rental property investments. It's by Brandon Turner. He's an amazing guy. I listen to him on Bigger Pockets all the time, and you know, there's no better way than to start on Bigger Pockets. I can't emphasize that enough, but that's for tomorrow. Today we're just gonna be focused on kind of why I got into real estate, so let's check that out right now. All right, so kind of why I got into real estate. I have a financial advisor and he always preaches having multiple different streams of income. And I saw that and I realized, you know, I have my job, I do teaching on the side, so I create courses for software engineering and iOS development. Then I'm in the markets, so I have stocks, 401k, Roth, the whole 9 yards with that he would make me do. And then I was thinking in my head, I'm thinking, I need to be part of another market. I need to have my money diversified outside of that, just company-wide. I want to be in another market that's going to be sustainable and there's going to be money for the rest of my life, because when you look at it, you pay nearly 33% of your income every month to live in a place, and that's not going to go anywhere. People need to live and they need a place to live. So why wouldn't I invest in that? I got to thinking, I was like, you know what, all the really big software engineers that I've been with and talked to about have had real estate property. And then in my head I'm thinking, Murph, why don't you just do it yourself? And I kind of got scared, I really did, because it's one of those things where your parents tell you mortgages, debt, blah, blah, blah. What happens if they change the toilet at 2 a.m. or if the house gets lit on fire and aliens come attack and pew, pew, pew. Like, I mean, that could happen to my house. My toilet could break at 2 a.m. Like, when was the last time your toilet broke at 2 a.m.? Probabilistically, something can happen. There's a probability that I could start floating in the air right now, but it's so small. Same thing with real estate. And kind of that drove me into it. And then it was also the fact that I could make a little bit more of a passive income life. And I started realizing that through blog posts and creating course content that people pay for, is that you put a lot of front-loaded work, and then over the lifespan of that content, you get paid for it. But after I've put in the work in the beginning, I'm getting paid for it for its whole lifetime. Now I might have to do some revisions, some updates throughout it, but the main front loading of the work is done. And that's the same way with real estate in my head. Obviously this could change in the next year. You put a lot of work up front, you get yourself situated and ready to have the realtor come in and help you, and then you renovate it, get it to a property manager, get some good tenants in. Obviously everything relies on some good tenants, and then you ride it out, you fix things as they happen, and you really take that property, pay it off over the duration, and you get paid back. And I really do believe if you put in good work, good things will come back to you. My true why is that I want to be able to go to work and not have to go to work for a check. I love my job. I don't want to quit. That's not something I ever want to do. I always want to be able to empower the world, give people applications that's going to make their daily lives better, and that's what I do as a software engineer. But I don't want to feel like I have to go to work to get that check. I just want to go because I love it. So I really want to get real estate in a way that will allow me to go to work for not the check, but because I want to be there. I want to be there with my colleagues and continue growing and building apps that will really make the world a better place than it was given to me. Second thing is, I never want to have to tell my kids no because of financial reason. Obviously, if it's something ridiculous, I'm going to tell them no, but I don't want to have to be able to say no, we can't go get you a new lacrosse stick, or no, you can't play, or I can't go to your hockey tournament because I have work. I want to be able to go and do those things and really share those experiences with my kids, because I know that's something that's really important to me in growing up and sharing those life experiences. And then lastly is that I want to give people with a lot of student debt the ability to live in really quality housing. You can't really get a mortgage when you're on a student loan, so you're kind of defaulted to renting. I want to be a landlord for those people that allows them to get quality housing and not have a lot of hassle with bad landlords or just cheap landlords. I want to give them an ability to really live in a place that they're proud of, and even if they do have student loans, live in something affordable, but something that really makes them happy and will allow them to grow over time to eventually move to a real big house and make them long-term tenants if they don't want to. So let me know in the comments why you want to get into real estate. That's going to be today's video on the 1 year, 1 door. We're not Grant Cardone yet. I'm not going to 10x that number. This is just going to be 1 year of a lot of education for both of us. And then after this year, we're going to be able to get one major deal. It doesn't have to be a home run, but the first one has got to feel the best in my head. I'm going to be so excited when I sign that paper. So I can't wait for this journey. I'm excited for you to come here with me. If you could hit the like and subscribe, I'm sure it really does help the algorithm. So if you could just do that for me, that would be awesome to help spread this knowledge to other people that are looking to get into real estate and are potentially scared and see the huge giants and don't think that they can replicate it, because I guarantee you can. It just all starts with one step. So let's take that step together. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.